Welcome to this video that will lead you through Analytics Solver Platform's Distribution Wizard. Here's a small example that performs a sales forecast for the upcoming year. The predicted sales volume is based on an OK market forecast value of 75,000. The selling price and unit costs are also based on a forecasted OK market of $10 and $6.50 respectively. To calculate gross sales and gross costs, simply multiply each price by the predicted 75,000 units in cell D12. The fixed costs are a constant $120,000. These costs do not waver with market demand. At this point, the sales forecast is based on average demand and pricing information. However, we can vastly improve this model by introducing uncertainty by using an uncertain variable to predict the selling price. In a previous video, we saw that we could use the PSI triangular distribution to model the sales price. But what if we did not know about the triangular distribution? What could help us determine the correct distribution to use to model our sales price correctly? Analytics Solver Platform includes a distribution wizard that can be used to help select the appropriate distribution. To start the wizard, simply click the desired cell, in this case, cell E13, then click Distributions, Distribution Wizard. We are first asked if we have historical or observed data values, which we do not, so we'll select No and then click Next. If you want to learn more about probability distributions, click this link to be taken to our online probability distribution tutorial. This next screen is simply telling us that since we do not have past performance data, we will not be able to use certain features of Analytics Solver Platform. This is okay. We can select Next again. Please see future videos for help with distribution fitting and/or resampling. Thinking about the underlying process that this variable represents and the possible values it could have, which of the following best describes the variable and the process? Let's consider our first choice, any value that is possible from very negative numbers to very large positive numbers. Since our sales price can range from $8 to $11, this is not appropriate. Our second choice is that only zero or positive values are possible, but they could be very large positive numbers. While it is true that our sales price must be greater than zero, the sales price will never be a very large positive number, so this selection is not appropriate as well. Finally, our third choice reads, unbounded values make no sense. This variable always falls in a defined range. Bingo! Select this option and click Next. Here we see 4 probability distribution options to choose from. Or we could always see the more advanced or exotic probability distributions if we believe these 4 would not correctly model our sales price. But for now, we'll stick to these 4 well-known distributions: uniform, triangular, PERT, and beta gen. Let's select PERT first and enter our lower and upper bounds of 8 and 11. We can always change the distribution and the upper and lower bounds later if needed. Click Next. This dialog explains that rather than using the min, likely, and max parameters, we can also use alternate parameters. Since we do not have these alternate parameters, select No and then click Next. Congratulations, we are almost finished. This last dialog summarizes our choices and reminds us that we will be able to make changes in the uncertain variable dialog. Click Finish. Here we see our min and max values and a likely value of 9.5 that has been entered automatically by the wizard. We can easily correct this value by simply entering 10 for the likely value. We can easily change our distribution by clicking the down arrow next to PERT. In addition, we can define control parameters here. See the following video for help with these parameters. Click Save to save this distribution to cell E13. If you inspect the cell address, you'll see the PSI PERT distribution with the 3 parameters of min, likely, and max. This concludes this video on Analytics Solver Platform's Distribution Wizard. Please click the link that appears on the screen to contact our technical support staff.